Hey there, and welcome to the Bringing Business to Retail podcast. If you're looking to get more sales, more customers, master your marketing, and ultimately take control of your retail or e-commerce business, then you're in the right place. I'm Selena Knight, a retail growth strategist and multi-award-winning store owner whose superpower is uncovering exactly what your business requires to move to the next level. I'll provide you with the strategies, the tools, and the insight you need to scale your store. All you need to do is take action. Ready to get started? Let's get into the nitty-gritty. Kristine, did you ever have a goal of someone that you really, really wanted to work with in the fashion industry?
Like Anthropologie was that brand. But what's funny, and I think it just speaks to like having imposter syndrome, is that I look at my resume, so to speak, and I'm like, it sounds great, but like, so what?
It was just life.
Yeah. And it just kind of happened. The funny part of it was, even though I kind of like, checked these brands off my list, it was like I still wanted something more. I always kind of wanted to have my own business and like be my own boss and not pursue that corporate life, even though I found myself in the corporate world. Yeah, I always felt that pull to just break out on my own.
So you took the leap, you had this
I
little
did.
side business, and you decided to put the money that you'd saved in and go all in. What happened?
Well, at first I had a little bit of like a taste of success, so to speak. I had, friends and family that supported me, and I was making sales here and there, but it was never enough to like make a living off of.
Mm-hmm.
And I just kind of hit a roadblock where I was just like, what do I do? And when it's your own money you're investing into your business, you're like, I can't spend another dime until I know what that dime needs to be
Yeah.
spent on.
And what's my
And
return going to be if I spend the dime?
yeah,
What am I getting
exactly. And
back?
and you're just watching these like your reserves go lower and lower. And you just like, I didn't want to lose money without making money, and I just didn't know what I was doing with it really. So that's kind of where I was when I ended up in your world.
I have a question. When you jumped all in, did you know what success looked like? Because I'm going to put my Sal the strategist hat on here and say, like you said earlier, so many people from the outside would be like, oh my gosh, Kristine, you have seen so much success. And you're just kind of like, it just kind of happened. It's life. And I mean, it's very humbling to say that. But by the same token, I can see that if you had said, like, if my ultimate goal was to work with Anthropologie, once you'd done it, the celebration that comes with that and that feeling of, oh my goodness, I'm here. I've made it. This was the thing I always wanted. And the great part is then you go, okay, what's next? But you're just
Yes.
kind of like, yeah, it just happened. So I want to know, when you went into business for yourself and you jumped all in, what was the goal? Like, what was going to be success to you?
What's funny is that the only goal I had was, can I pay the bills and can I pay my salary? I didn't know what that number was, but I was like, I'll know it when I can pay the bills and I can give myself a salary. That'll be success. And what's funny is that I had my strategy call with Jennifer on your team. And she was like, well, what's your goal? I'm like, I don't know, like six figures. And she's like, why? I was like, I don't know. Like, it just sounds like a good number. Like, I don't know, the and I think that was like part of the issue, right? Is that like I didn't know where I was going, and I'm just like a creative at heart, so I'm just like, wherever the world takes me, like just follow my
Broke.
heart.
That's where
And
the
like,
world takes you.
yeah,
Broke.
exactly. Literally that. And I was like, I need to have a more solid idea of like where I want to go with this. And I just, I was just like flying by the seat of my pants.
It's funny, that initial call, their whole job is just to ask you some questions and find out, like, to help you uncover what are the things that are holding you back. Like, they're not going to help you implement the strategy. Their whole thing is just, they're really good diagnosticians. Is that a word? If it's not a word, it is now. They're really good at diagnostics, and that's what we pick them for. And it's funny because you are not alone when you say, I didn't know what I wanted. I would say, because I review a lot of those calls, I would say 97% of people can't actually answer that question. And it is one of the first things we do inside of Scale Your Story is, what do you actually want? Because if we don't know what it is and you don't know what it is, how the freaking heck do we put something in place to get you to that point?
Yes, exactly.
From that call, when you went away, what were you thinking?
I was thinking that I had learned more in that 30 minutes talking to her than I had in, 5 years of trying to do it on my own. She really helped me drill down like where in my business I should focus. And like you said, like, diagnosing it, but not really telling you the how to. And it was just helpful to know what I should even be looking at. What should I focus on? And like I feel like because I'm creative, I have so much fun on like the buying side, the styling side, like setting up like, social media posts.
What about this money thing? This will just sort itself out.
The money will work. Exactly. And it's like, no, I'm out.
Yeah. The dollars follow the cents.
Yeah. Yeah. And I had no sense.
Okay. So you had your call and you've realized that, one, you're kind of not sure what this business even needs to do for you to make it a success. Yeah. What were you like? Where was your business at? And you don't have to, reveal anything that you don't want to reveal, but in terms of where was your business at with regards to how you felt it was giving back to you and how much it was taking from you?
Yeah. Well, I looked at my numbers. So if I'm looking at Q3 of last year, what I put, like what was outgoing was about 3 times what was incoming. And we've had this conversation and, but I was like literally $75 from breaking even. And I had never broke even in my business ever. Like I was always sort of funding it to keep it afloat. And the sales side was just, not working. And I was always like, what's not working? What's not working? I can't turn a profit. I can't break even. I don't know, what I'm doing. And that was like the big aha moment for me, was that, holy crap, like I can actually like be in the black.
So we're talking 10 million plus businesses where owners are still putting money in, which is just, It seems absurd. If you're watching the video, she's like,
absolutely not. Absolutely not. I was tracking it in the sense of like, I have like QuickBooks for my accountant was about as much as I was like tracking it, like categorizing things.
So that's a wrap. I'd love to hear what insight you've gotten from this episode and how you're going to put it into action. If you're a social kind of person, follow me at @TheSelena and make sure to leave a comment and let me know. And if this episode made you think a little bit differently, or gave you some inspiration, or perhaps gave you the kick that you needed to take action, then please take a couple of minutes to leave me a review on your platform of choice. Because the more reviews the show gets, the more independent retail and e-commerce stores just like yours that we can help to scale. And when that happens, it's a win for you, a win for your community, and a win for your customers. I'll see you on the next episode.